This is the Stealth Hybrid. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to White Belt Bowling. We're back at K&K Bowling Services inside the Orleans Bowling Center in Las Vegas, Nevada to bring you the Stealth Hybrid. This is going to be the third piece of the very successful benchmark lineup of the Stealth. This ball features the HK22 Prime Response Hybrid cover stock finished at 500, 1500 with Crown Factory compound. Many bowlers will notice that this is the same cover stock and finish that they used on the Track Theorem. One thing that I noticed is that this is actually the same additive package as what was in the Proof Hybrid, which was a favorite of mine right at the end of my college career. Wrapped up inside that cover stock is the Stealth Symmetrical Core with an RG of 2.482 and a differential of 0.56. For a symmetrical ball, this is a very low RG and a very, very high differential, so we can expect this core to rev up pretty early and give you a lot of flare and traction. I did have the original Stealth Solid. That was a very good benchmark piece for me on heavier oil conditions. My only gripe with that ball was that it lane shined up too fast. With this ball coming out of the box shiny and being designed to be thrown shiny, I don't expect to have that same issue. Ideally, this ball is going to fit directly between the two previous Stealths, the Stealth Solid being earlier and rounder, and the Stealth Pearl being longer and sharper. The layout I used for this ball is 60 by 5 by 35. This is my go-to pin-up layout for higher differential balls. Helps stand the core up a little bit to control some of that flare. I did also just recently make the switch to vacuum grips, and as always, I'll be using my turbo switch grips. I'm going to be testing this ball out on two patterns. On the left lane, I'll have the typical Orleans house shot, and on the right lane, I'll have a difficult sports shot Highway to Hell version 2. Let's get out on the lanes and see how this rolls. So I just got back from throwing this ball in the two patterns, and I gotta say I'm not 100% impressed with what I saw, but I think I have an idea. I'm gonna hit this ball with just a little bit of surface, maybe a fresh 3000 pad, to knock off the factory polish and give the ball some more teeth in the front part of the lane. Let's see what happens. Coming back from that surface change, I think that helped the ball a lot, and I think it was pretty obvious to see. The original factory finish is just too clean for my ball roll, especially on these heavier patterns that we use here. So I needed to take the polish off the ball in order to get the ball to see the lane in the right part. I never threw the track theorem, but after sanding this ball down to a 3000 grit, I actually saw a lot of similarity to my track-proof hybrid I used to have. This ball is very easy to get through the front part of the lane, but right around the break point, it's very obvious that you can see the ball grab traction, and I wouldn't consider this ball a skid flip ball, but it's very continuous. The proof hybrid was not a skid flip ball either. That ball was very rounded and very continuous. I was able to play the track area, but I was also able to play inside a 5th arrow, almost 6th arrow with that ball. I do see a lot of similarities in this ball. Once I took that polish off, I was able to see the control playing the track area, but I was also able to see the continuation as I moved left. I'm gonna be doing a little more testing, playing around with some surfaces on this ball, but from what I've seen just from that 3000 grit surface change, this ball has all the makings of a heavy oil benchmark ball. I think this is going to be a very versatile piece, whether you're lower speed, lower rev, higher speed, higher rev. This ball seems to take well to changing the surface. So depending on your ball roll and depending on where you bowl, all you need to do is a surface change and this ball will open up to it. I look forward to seeing how this ball rolls in league and in my upcoming tournaments. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I also want to thank lAmBowling, Turbo Grips, Genesis Bowling, and Radical Bowling with the brands of Brunswick for all of their support. If you like this awesome donut jersey I was wearing in the video today, make sure to check out lAmBowling.com and make sure to use my code WHITEBELT at checkout to get yourself 20% off your entire order. I also want to thank the Orleans Bowling Center for always allowing me to use their lanes for these reviews. And if you're ever in Las Vegas, make sure to check out K&K Bowling Services at the Orleans, Gold Coast, Sun Coast, and Sam's Town. I'll see you guys in the next one.